moderators. Okay, good morning. I just wanted to come on here as I go into work, and I know probably no one else is up, but I am on my way in, and I just wanted to have a little brief talky talk. So maybe I should say grand rising, because I don't want to, grand rising. But the thing is that I'm going to try to be more consistent on these YouTube streets because I just want to share and hope to encourage and hope to inspire, but also hope to give some type of knowledge or information that will be helpful to us during during this time of I'm not even going to say turmoil. I'm going to say this interesting time. There's some interesting times going on, and is that a better scene? I don't know, but it's some interesting times going on. First, I want to say, just be encouraged, because just like how the night comes and then the morning comes, just how the moon sets and then the sun rises, so shall some of these days where you think that it's a bad day, there will be good days as well. This is a part of life, but this is like some strange life and life. But as a people, this is not our first rodeo. Now, I'm saying as a people, some of us that are living during this time, we did not have to endure what our parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, and so on down the line had to endure. That is a true fact. I mean, the unaliving, the people on trees, and the it's blatant now, the blatant racism. And the thing is that one thing I can say about those before us, it appears that they were made from a different cloth, and we must be made from different cloth, because we have become so, in a sense, complacent. We have become, if it don't happen, if nothing changes in a minute, then we just stop and move on. We don't have any consistency. We don't have any endurance. We appear not to have any resilience. And it's like, then forget about sacrificing for the greater good. Forget about that. Forget about thinking about being our brother's keeper, where we realize that some things that will make us uncomfortable in the long run will help us as a whole, as a people, especially during this time. We're going to have to endure some very uncomfortable situations. But the thing is that it's still not as uncomfortable as our forefathers had to deal with. It's still not to that level. So what is going on? They fought for a lot of things: tears, sweat, losing lives, losing money, but somehow they came together and realized that there are going to be some sacrifices, there are going to be some uncomfortable things that we have to deal with or feel. But we know that this is leading to something, this is leading to change that will make our lives better, but also generations to come, our generations to come, our children, our grandchildren. Do we not care? I mean, we become such a isolated, selfish type of individualism that, you know, oh well. And then we ask each other to do things that is more geared towards a small group. And think about this, geared towards a small group, but it's not going to lead to any major change for the larger group. So that is almost like what is happening now. What is happening now with this small group of billionaires are doing things that benefit them but hurt everybody else as a whole, and no major change is coming, no major positive or beneficial change is coming for the whole. But this smaller group is still maintaining their benefits. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say, because it's really bewildering to me, you know. And I remember when they said the revolution will not be televised, and I heard another John Lewis said the revolution will not be televised. Well, it really can be televised in a sense that so many of these billionaires and the people that own almost everything, the media, so they are limiting what can be televised when it's not a part of their narrative. So that's a good thing, though, because we did a lot of things. It's almost like we about to go back to the Harriet Tubman Underground Railroad type of stuff. But in doing that, it's some sacrifice. And a small group should not be asking the whole to help them to continue to benefit, when them being benefited will not make any changes for the whole. I guess I'm repeating this because I'm trying to drive this home. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to drive it home. But also, can you see the correlation? Can you see what is happening in this here America's, this quote unquote United States of America, where we have this small group doing things that benefit them, and then we're just sitting back and there's no real change to benefit everybody as a whole. And if I'm repeating myself again, I guess I'm just trying to even drive the point that this is really happening. That we have lost the fervor, we have lost the banner, to carry on to make significant change. We have just dropped the ball. I'm just sitting and I'm thinking. And then too, we say, we talk about our faith, but then we walk in fear because we are requesting people to do things that would just benefit a few and will have no major impact on the many, where we should be doing something that is going to forge change for the many, not just the few. Again, look at the correlation. There's a few benefiting and the rest is just out in the cold. We have to figure this out and figure it out real soon. And my thing is, the melanated people, you have melanin that can be energized to do things that others cannot do. We have lost the ability to understand the power that we have within. And it is a God power. It is a source. It's a power that's coming from the source. Okay? We have forgotten. And mainly because many have tried to erase our ancestral history and heritage of being kings and queens, of being the inventions of mathematics and medicine and things of that nature. And we see that when we do step into a certain arena, almost any arena, we can actually dominate it. And why? Because it's innate within us. There's a power within us that we have just let fizzle out, but it's still there. We just have to ignite it. How do you ignite it? You ignite it with meditating. You ignite it with renewing your mind daily, because there's a lot of stuff that is bombarding us constantly to tell us who we are, and it's a lie. So we have to renew our mind daily so that we can remind ourselves who we are, the truth about who we are. And let people know that we know who we are. And now we are going to ignite the melanin within us to increase the vibration of this earth plane to a higher level. Do you know how when certain frequencies or you know how opera singers, if they do a certain octave and how the frequency and the vibration is so powerful that it can crack a glass? That's what we should be on right now. We should be charging ourselves up every day, reminding ourselves in the morning. I believe that if every morning we charge ourselves up with affirmation, with prayer, with meditation, with renewing our minds, and throughout the day, prayer without ceasing. It's not you babbling all through the day audibly. Even in your spirit, you can pray. When there's a situation, you can speak something within your spirit, and it can have power or bring about results. If we all get on that one accord like that and understand who we are and whose we are, we will be able to confuse the enemy. Because right now, we looking like we confused. It's so chaotic, we can't even get our bearings. And there should be no confusion amongst us, within our mind, within our spirit, within our soul. We should be solid. We should be firm in knowing who we are and the power that we have within. And knowing that we have this power within, as we culminate it together, as we vibrate together on this higher level, on this higher plane, igniting the melanin within us, because they know how valuable and how powerful the melanin is within us. And it's only within a certain type of people. And that is why there has been so much effort to oppress. So we have to come back and understand no more oppression. And don't even oppress each other, because in so many ways we are oppressing each other. And as they say, that ain't cool. You know, I don't know the new jargon for these young people, but that ain't cool. And especially when you have even a fraction of melanated people going against their own interests and being blinded by what is really going on and who is oppressing them, and that what is happening is not beneficial to them, and there needs to be change. I mean, the time has been rolled back. It's like now we are in the era of our parents and grandparents on so many levels. And that's when we need to dig in, pull from their energy, because they did what they had to do and they made change. Change had to come. Do you understand? Change had to come, and it did come. So what is it that is wrong with us that we have become so complacent and so accepting of what is happening now, and so selfish? And maybe they're not aware of what the things they are requesting. They're not aware that it can be considered a level of selfishness. I'm not sure, but I do know if we all sit back and really look at what is going on, we will understand that we have to come together. We have to direct our dollars, because it says, even though we the smallest population, it says that we are almost the largest consumers. So we have to understand, if the billionaires are about money, some may call it the filthy lucre, if they are about money, then that is where you got to hit them to make change. I mean, there's so many examples of this from our parents, grandparents. And I always come back to the bus boycott. Do you think that people was happy-go-lucky? Some had to be walking miles to school, then to work. Then the black taxi cab drivers said, okay, we'll start helping and getting people where they need to go. Then they start sanctioning the black taxi drivers for doing that. Some of them not even making any money anymore. Major sacrifice. But they kept going because they believed that in the end, we was going to win. They hit them in the pocket. and a change came. Given a penny, they're still benefiting. We giving them dime, they're still benefiting. So keep your black, green money out of the places that's not trying to benefit you and really don't want you to be successful. So think about that. And as I close, it might be a rant. I don't know. I don't know if anybody got anything for what I'm saying. But I'm just going to keep on. I mean, this is speaking from the purple couch. Right now, I'm speaking from the purple mobile vehicle. Mobile vehicle. It's not purple, though. But you get what I'm saying. And purple is also royalty. Understand your heritage and your roots. That is the foundation. Stand on the foundation. Be firm in it. Ignite your melanin. Renew your mind daily. Pray. Meditate. Understand the power within. And go for it. Resist. And show the oppressors we can make it. We've done it before. Our ancestors have done it before. They have made a dime out of a penny. And we have more comforts than they had. So come on, people. Let's do this. Okay. Be blessed. Have a great day. Nope. How you in this? I don't know. Do you end it like that?